What's going on, everybody? Just want to talk to you guys about the draft. I think the Jets, I think they basically knocked it out of the park. I mean, I really have no complaints at all of what they did. Obviously, it's going to be the Reese and Bailey debate for the next few years. I'm okay with just taking the pass rusher. Just get the edge rusher. You know what he's going to do. There's no mystery. There's no worry about how, with Reese, you have to worry about how is he going to develop. He could be a Micah Parsons. That's what they say. You don't know what it's true. But, with David Bailey, you know what you're getting yourselves into. It's fine. Plug and play. Let's go. And, I'm fine with Sadiq and Cooper. I think, the Cooper pick made the Sadiq pick better. It's kind of like the Jermaine Johnson draft. It's kind of similar to that. I'm happy with both of them. A lot of people like Makai Lemon, but listen, hey, I'm fine with Sadiq. And you know what? What matters most is that Frank Reich, he seemed very thrilled with those picks. So it's like, you're giving the OC what he wants, and I like that. So Gino's going to have a lot of weapons now, and hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what they can do. And also too, it's good to get your weapons in now this year because they'll have a year to play, and then for 2027, they'll be prime and ready to help out whatever quarterback they get moving forward. Let's see what else they got. They got D'Angelo Pons too. Which, listen, I know he's small. That's one of those guys that you're kind of like, all right, I get it. That's an Aaron Glenn guy. He's similar to Aaron Glenn. I get it. People were saying too that if he were just 2 inches taller, he would be like a top 10 pick. So, if Aaron Glenn will know how to use him right, and see what they can do from there. And of course, the one big complaint is Kate Klubnik. A lot of people didn't like the pick. They especially didn't like the fact that they had to trade up for him for another fourth rounder. And look, if yet again going back to Frank Reich, like if this is his guy, then I'm all for it. Like I'm totally cool with that. Let Frank Reich get his guy in. If he believes that, hey, you know what, I can unlock something out of Kate Klubnik, then hey, let's go. And the other thing too is this kind of tells us more about Darryl Jackson, how they feel about him, because it's like, okay, if they were that high on Kate Klubnik, then they would have just picked him instead of Darryl Jackson, but they didn't. You know what I mean? So they could have picked Klubnik and then kept their other 2/4, but they're like, no, we want Darryl. We're very high on Darryl Jackson, so that's also a good sign as well. So he's a big guy. I've seen the tape of him. He's a big guy, and hey, they can do something with him as well. And it's always good. That's kind of good. You want to get your fatties like on day 3. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the guard that they got too. You just get these guys and just develop them. And I think the last guy was a safety, I believe. Yeah. And hey, we'll see what he can do with that. So it's all a crapshoot after day 3 anyway. So it's like, hey, if you believe in these players, then just go for it. It's totally fine. And people get so worried about they complain about day 3, but I've noticed this with every organization. Like teams are always going to reach for guys that they believe in. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's okay. Like I'm totally fine with this because the first 4 picks were very solid, and I think these guys are going to be day 1 starters. So I'm not going to complain. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Everybody, go Jets.